Hi, Georgia. So the name of the song is called "Pose to Be." Instead of "supposed to be," "pose to be." The reason why is I have an uncle who died at 100. His name is Uncle Herc. He was actually, just so you have a little background, he was actually on a Greek merchant ship, twice sunk by German U-boats. Most people died. He was on a life raft. To give you an idea how incredible this man was. And he knew that it happened up in Iceland, up in those waters. He knew that if he didn't keep rowing, he would die. So he told everybody on the lifeboat that you must row or you're gonna die. They didn't listen, they just sat there and got cold and they all froze to death. So he'd take them and prop them up around the boat, the dead bodies, to keep the wind off of him while he kept rowing, going nowhere. Twice this happened to him and he was picked up and he survived. His name was Uncle Hercules. We called him Uncle Herc, an amazing man. He spoke English pretty well, but always with a heavy accent. Whenever he would say something, he'd go, "Supposed to be," his finger was hooked, "supposed to be." So he would say things like, "Not supposed to eat vegetables from the grocery store, full of chemicals. Supposed to not, supposed to be. Yeah, eat from the garden, supposed to be." So we loved him very much, and he was an amazing man. Now you have a little background there. There were 9 sisters of my mother's, and they were Greek immigrants. So my grandfather came in 1913. My grandmother came in 1914 as a teenage girl with one child, Mary, and that was who Uncle Herc married. And they came to New York. They settled in New York. They lived in a tenement house. He started a tailor business. An amazing, epic story of immigration and raising 9 unbelievable daughters. You know, incredible family. I have lots of cousins. So as I learned more and more about the history of my mom and what these girls did and what they went through and how they just persevered and prevailed, I started to write a song on the back of this concept. Supposed to be. So family, supposed to be. So I'll just give you a little background on the song real quick. It starts off in the back of a car to Edgewater Park. So my mom was the only girl of the 9 to move away to California. Married my dad at a USO dance, met, and then she moved away. Huge deal. They all stayed together as a family, very close family. Moved away. The girls would regularly come out, drive all the way across the United States in an old little, I don't know what it was, a Buick car that they had, and they would spend time with my mom. And the opening scene is in the back of a car. It was my Aunt Helen, her 4 children, me and my brother in an International Studebaker, and we were going to a park called Edgewater Park. And we were in the back, and you can imagine the 6 kids, we were fighting, playing, there was a red balloon, it popped, and my cousin and I, cousin Connie, got in a huge fight. And my Aunt Helen, who was just this absolutely angelic woman who's always smiling, always happy, she said, you know, boys and girls, stop fighting. You know, she tried to stop us from fighting. She said, we're family. This is not supposed to be. And so that's kind of the opening scene. And then we spent a lot of time in our childhood playing Monopoly, and we fought and we played, and we had big hotel wars, and we'd throw the hotels at each other, and we'd go off and cry, and Aunt Helen would always come in and say, civility. And then, so the family was pretty ambitious. A lot of the children were ambitious, achieved a lot. So I talk a little bit about the ambition ran as a thread through the entire family. And then the chorus is supposed to be life in brevity. Life is very short. And I'm playing this song about the brevity of life and how quickly our life went by. And then equanimity, I say, supposed to be equanimity, it means calm. The family was very calm in that we just maintained connectedness the entire duration. And now my mom's 95 and my aunt is 90. There's only 3 girls left out of the 9. And I started to do a documentary series film on my mom's life. And when I did it, I sent it to my Aunt Helen to look at. She goes, oh no, she missed a lot of facts. She forgot she rose really high in the John David Corporation and all those other things. And so I asked for some photographs, and some photographs got sent to me. You'll kind of get the feel of the song as you go along. And all the aunts and uncles, they all had special things that they contributed. Thalassotherapy is, because they're Greek, they love the ocean. Thalassotherapia is to go to the ocean and the therapy of just being in the water. And then Anthalia was our character. She was highfalutin. She lived in Manhattan. She just died about 6 months ago. and she would go hot tank a talk, where we would all get under the covers and we'd drink hot coffee or cocoa, and then we would talk about things that were important. And she was this very sophisticated, glamorous woman. She'd go, let's do hot tank a talk, and go under. So that's kind of the scene of the whole thing, so you kind of feel what it is I'm singing. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do it well right now. I've been singing the song a lot. We'll see how it goes. But this is the song, and it's very meaningful. Hopefully I don't get emotional when I do this. So on a couple of verses, I'll stop and explain some of the words so they make more sense to you. In the back of a car in Edgewater Park, we fought, we played, the hell we paid. The red balloon, it popped that day. Ambition flowed, a family trait. Monopoly, we fought, we played. The hotels flew, the wounds we made. And Helen cried civility. Diverse, unique, our family tree. Supposed to be life in brevity. Supposed to be anyone could see. It's supposed to be. It's clear to me we're supposed to be. Now this verse is about when I did the video for my mom and I asked for some pictures for my cousin. Now 15 years, a family tree, Mom's video, a pic to me, Amelia's strength, the courage to see. That's my grandmother. A distant land it's supposed to be. So she came from the island of Crete as a teenager with one daughter a year after her husband came here. This next verse is very, very important. So they lived in a tenement house with 9 daughters. And all the other girls in the neighborhood would come and conjugate at the bottom and want the Akers girls to go to school with them. And Amelia, my grandmother, would say, no, you go on girls, my girls are fine. She didn't want them to have friends because she wanted them to be friends with one another, with each other, so they would have lifelong bonds for their entire life. And that's exactly what happened. The closest family you've ever seen, all 9 sisters. So this is what this means. So go on, girls, her 5th floor plea. My girls are fine, we're siblings. These lifelong bonds, the joy they bring. We love you, Ma, and now we sing. Supposed to be equanimity. Supposed to be anyone could see. Supposed to be. It's clear to me. Supposed to be. So this next verse is very, very interesting. So my cousin Connie has my grandmother's Amelia bathing suit, 100 years old, made out of wool. And it hangs in her bedroom, and her mother and her live together. She's 90 years old, and Helen. and they talk to the bathing suit. They say, "Grandma, we love you. We really appreciate everything you did for us. We appreciate the family you created and just your courage." And so when I went to visit Connie to film my Aunt Helen, she took the hanger that was hanging in the bedroom and showed me the bathing suit, which I never knew about, and I couldn't believe what I saw. And Connie put the bathing suit on and went swimming in the water with it. And that's where I learned the concept of thalassotherapia, which means the therapy of the ocean in Greek. So this is what this verse is about. We'll start a fire, we'll burn it slow. The hanger held the endless foes. One baby lost to Antoinette. Okay, so on this verse right here, two of the daughters died. One at about 6 months near childbirth, and the other one, Catherine, shining star, died at 17. She was a beautiful girl, leaving her only with 7 girls left. So that's what this is about. The endless foes, the challenges she faced. Coming to a foreign country, it's just unbelievable. I'll start it over. We'll start a fire, we'll burn it slow. The hanger held the endless foes. One baby lost to Antoinette. Then Catherine's shone, your shining star. Then there you were with 7 more. A teenage girl, this daunting world. Supposed to be life in brevity. Supposed to be anyone could see. It's supposed to be. It's clear to me. It's supposed to be. And now this verse is about my Aunt Thalia and Hot Take Talk. Hot Take Talk. And Thalia taught thalassotherapy. We laughed, we cried. The sun would rise, the stars would shine. And here's the bridge. It's crystal clear. No ifs or buts, 'cause now we know who is who and what is what. Supposed to be equanimity. Supposed to be anyone could see. It's supposed to be. It's clear to me. It's clear to see. We are supposed to be. Supposed to be. So the entire song was played in G basically, and then a walk down to like an E minor, and then a C, and then a D with the bass. See that bass on the E? And then when the chord in the pseudo bridge, if you will, it's a walk up from an A7 maybe to an A to a C, and then back to that D with the hammer on. know you'll figure it all out in the end. Thanks, Georgia.